It's your girl Charisma. Tell my new subscribers, welcome to my K Squad. Let's jump right into this review. Before we even start, I want to apologize to you guys for this lighting right now. I don't know what's going on in my living room with the light. I'm still shooting on my regular lights that I always shoot on, but sometimes it's just fairly dark, so I don't know what's going on with that, but sorry. Today I'm going to be reviewing and giving you guys a first impression of Huda Beauty's brand new Mini Obsessions nude palettes. Now she does have a larger size nude palette that is already out. It's been out for a while, so I'm supposing that she went ahead and just put out these minis for us as well, for the folks who can't afford all her $70 palettes, ma'am. So I was very drawn to all three of the palettes because they are based on not skin tones, but more, well, yeah, I would say skin tone. It has Nude Light, Nude Medium, and Nude Rich Obsessions palette. Now this is going to run you $29 over at Sephora.com, at Sephora stores, and on Huda's website right now. It's all available right now for $29. You cannot beat that price. It's very affordable, great price point, and you get 9 pans inside this palette. Now here is the palette that I picked up. I picked up the Nude Rich Obsessions palette. So here is the front of the palette, and then here is the back of the palette with the ingredients, all of Huda's social media, and then I believe that it is, oh, I'm looking to see if it's cruelty free, but I don't see that. I'm going to have to read more into that. But yeah, so, and then here is the palette itself. It comes with a small little mirror, which I think is great. You get a little mirror inside the palette or whatever. And look how beautiful this color story is, right? This is gorgeous. In love with this. To give you guys a little background, it says here that the Nude Rich is a dreamy collection of rich, creamy matte shades, inclusive of milky and dark chocolate browns, crimson reds, dusty roses, and sandy fawns with pink undertones. Burnished gold, blush bronze, dusty rose, and deep brown metallics complete the palette with shimmer and dimension. And they're right on the money with this, because as soon as I started to use it, I noticed that there are a lot of pink undertones within the palette, which I thought was absolutely gorgeous. I really haven't seen any palettes pop out this year like that look like this with the pink undertones. I've seen this color story, but not with pink undertones. You understand what I'm saying? I've seen more of like mauve undertones, bronze undertones, but nothing like the whole pink undertone conception. So I loved that off the bat. The shadows applied beautifully. This is my first Huda palette ever. I've never purchased anything from Huda's brand, and I am very impressed. No fallout with any of the shades, not even with the metallics there. Very opaque, very creamy, very rich. I really did enjoy the palette, so I'm really glad that I picked it up, and I'm so glad that she did create minis to suit, you know, different skin tones, because I think that's very inclusive of showing where she's going as a brand as well. Because I have heard things about Huda and her brand, and we're not gonna get into all that, but I like where she's going. Huda is a woman of color, so from my perspective, it would behoove her to cater to more women of color. And I'm just not talking about black women, I'm talking about women in color in general. So I love the conception, I love the thought process that she gave us with the 3 different palettes. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm wearing the palette right now. It is so freaking pretty. I used 5 different colors for this look, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I am in love with it. Nothing bad to say. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and give you guys a couple of swatches, and then afterwards we're going to talk a little bit more about the palette. So I'll be right back. The first 5 swatches. There's no names to any of these shades, but I just want you guys to see how beautiful these are. I'm really loving the shimmer shades. They're absolutely gorgeous, as well as the neutral tones as well. Very, very, very pretty. I love them. And then here's the last 4 of the palette. You have 1 shimmer on the top, and then the rest are pretty much transition shades. And shades that you can pretty much pack on. This darker shade here is really beautiful. Very beautiful for a outer corner blend. Very, very gorgeous. I'm just in love with this. I love the shades. There's so many looks you can create with this palette. It's ridiculous. This is absolutely gorgeous. I'm back, and I just want to say the favorites for me out the palette are all of them. I really thought I was going to have a problem with this lighter shade here, but I didn't. I used it for just like a shade that you put down right before you get to really working on your eye, and that even showed up beautifully. All the shades are absolutely gorgeous. As far as I mean, I don't really have a favorite, but this one right here, I'm loving it. It showed up beautifully. All of them showed up beautifully. This shade here, I had to work with it just a little bit, kind of spray my brush a little bit with this one. But the rest of them worked really, really well. I'm not like, I have nothing bad to say about the palette at all. It's really worth the money. And like I said, right under the $30 price point, you can't beat that with a Huda palette. She did just release another palette that I really wanted. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's more of a pastel color story, but that thing is like 70 bucks and mama cannot afford that right now. Girl, birthdays and Christmases is coming up. Girl, I can't get it right now. Maybe when it hits sale. But I'm really glad that I purchased this. And I really think that I might even purchase the Nude medium palette because that color story can fit my skin tone as well. Not so much the Nude light, but the medium, I could pretty much work with that as well. Both of those, medium and the rich palette, are absolutely friggin' gorgeous. So yeah, I don't really have too much more to say, you guys. Like I said, this is just the first impression, and so far I'm really pleased with it. I think Huda did a great job on this, and once again, shout out to her for even thinking of this and being inclusive. It would be nice if a lot more brands would do that and kind of just cater to different skin tones instead of just giving us like palettes that we could use like 5 shades out of like 9 shades. Like, that doesn't work. We need to be able to work with all the shades and get our money's worth. Better for us to be able to work with all the shades and not just pick and choose what shades work for us. So once again, shout out to Huda and her team for really thinking about this before even launching it. That was a good idea, and she is on the ball with that. So shout out to you, Huda. Guys, well, that was pretty much it for this review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed filming it. Go ahead and give me a really big thumbs up if you did. Also, sub to my channel if you're not already subbed with the notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time I do upload a video. Share my video all over social media, as well as follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Charisma's World. And don't forget to click this recent upload. Also, go through my playlist. If you're bored one day and you just don't have shit else to do, go ahead and go through my playlist and mark some of my older videos. And until next time, you guys stay beautiful and blessed. Bye.